Yo, rise and shine, little guy. Here's your compression. It's chest day. Let's go get some milkers.
I can't train chest, bro. Leave me alone.
You can't train chest? Then here's your stringer. It's arm day. Get your ass up.
I can't train arms either, bro.
You hear this nonsense? What does that even mean? You can't train?
It's Ramadan. I can't train.
Ramadan? What does that have to do with anything?
Because I have to fast all day. There's no time for the gym, and I can't even eat enough food to work out, bro.
Oh. There's no way around it?
No, there's no way around it. I don't have a structured routine, so just hit me up next month, okay, bro?
I'll be back.
Ramadan is a holy month of fasting, introspection, and prayer for Muslims, the followers of Islam. It is celebrated as the month during which the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was given the initial revelations of the Quran, the holy book for Muslims. Fasting is one of the 5 fundamental principles of Islam. Each day during Ramadan, Muslims are not allowed to eat or drink anything from dawn to dusk, sunrise to sunset. They are also supposed to avoid any impure thoughts or bad behaviors during this month. Muslims typically break their daily fasts with meals shared by family and friends. And the end of Ramadan is celebrated with a big festival known as Eid Al Fitr, one of the most important holidays in all of Islam. Now you might be asking, oh Ski, why are you making a video about Ramadan and what does this have to do with your channel? Well, I noticed I've gotten this request a lot in the last few months. I have quite a few Muslim subscribers and I thought this would be a really great way to make an actual useful guide for Muslims out there that really are into fitness and they don't want to have to sacrifice any gains during the month of Ramadan, because I think it is still possible to stay in shape whether you're fasting all day or not. So just a quick disclaimer, I myself am not a Muslim. However, I have several Muslim friends who I reached out to help me make an actual practical guide that you can use, which will be in this video, on how you can get ripped during Ramadan. This video is not intended to be a meme. This video is intended to be taken seriously and actually be beneficial to any Muslims out there during the month of Ramadan. So with that being said, shout out to all the Muslims. Deen over dunya. Let's get jacked, baby. Assalamu alaikum, bro. Since Ramadan's coming up, I know you're Muslim and you also go to the gym, so I figured this would be a perfect opportunity for you to drop some knowledge on the viewers. We can take a look at your daily routine and how you're able to balance fasting all day with still being consistent in the gym.
So the biggest thing is you do not binge at Iftar, right? Everyone, they love to just pile a bunch of food in their mouth until they just can't breathe and then go pray. Realistically, you want to make that time period as short as possible. Just go eat some bread, eat some eggs, something reasonably healthy instead of a bunch of fried food that your family's probably going to cook, and just go straight to the gym right after, right? Probably got about 45 minutes, especially if you do that night prayer at, Isha and try to catch Tarawih. If you do that, then, you'll have a 45-minute window to work out. You can drink a protein shake on the way to the last prayer of the day. And then after that, you have a light dinner, right before you go to bed. Just don't binge eat, right? And then if you just follow that structure, it'll probably make the most sense. And another thing is have most of your calories early in the morning, because if you do that, you feel full for a long period of time, and then you don't get as hungry and you can fight it off, right? So that way when you do break your fast, don't go crazy. You can start eating.
That's really smart actually. So then you break your fast, you have iftar, but you don't go overboard, and then you go to the gym for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'll do like my mainly, I'll just focus on preserving strength, especially during Ramadan. So mainly heavier lifts. You want to get as much stuff done within that 45-minute period. To the gym, I'll drink a protein shake and go straight to the mosque to go pray Isha. Have another light snack just to, before you fall asleep, and then have your heavy meal during Suhur.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, bro. I think that's really straightforward and it sounds like a very reasonable routine. So we're gonna test it out for ourselves. So thank you for giving me the guideline. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Hey, yo, good morning, Kanye. You guys can see it's like 5:11 a.m. right now. Just woke up because we have to do what's called Suhur, which is when you eat before the sun comes up, because we have to be fasted from dusk to dawn, right, for this challenge. So basically it's more strategic to make this your biggest meal of the day, right, since you're going to be fasted after this until nightfall, which is a little over 12 hours. You want to make sure you eat a bunch of food, more slow digesting carbohydrates and proteins and stuff like that, not stuff that's easily absorbed. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to have for that meal. Now you're probably thinking, Ski, why does this meal have to be so big? Like, what if I don't want to eat that much in the morning? Wait till the end of the video. My daily intake, we're going to go for 2,700 because I do a lot of activity. So I'm trying to cut on that right now. I'm gonna try to get at least half that amount in this first meal. I'll see you guys in the kitchen.
Yo guys, so we got the everything bagel, and inside it 5 egg whites and 2 whole eggs. I scrambled them all together. And right next to it, I promise it's not haram, is a Canadian turkey bacon breakfast sandwich. And then we also got the oatmeal for the slow digesting carbs to keep you more full during the day. Chop some walnuts in it, right? The banana, peanut butter chocolate protein bar from Simply Protein, only 150 calories, and a Greek yogurt bar. So this is the whole first meal, 1300 calories. It's going to help keep me full throughout the duration of this fast.
The aftermath. That was a lot of food. We're almost done, but we gotta make sure we finish eating before 5:55 a.m. because that's the official time today for Fajr prayer. You have to eat your food before then, and then your fast starts. So it was a lot. You're probably gonna feel really full, but this is, in my opinion, the most strategic way to do it to make sure you don't lose muscle and maybe even make some gains during Ramadan. So got about 10 minutes left until Fajr prayer, and then the fast officially starts, baby. And how do I know what time the prayer is? By the way, I'm using the Muslim Pro app. I'll show you guys that in a minute. It's pretty sick. All right, we just finished eating that massive meal, over 1,000 calories, and as you guys can see, it's salam ski. Look at that. Oh, that's sick. I just got the notification for Fajr prayer. Wow, that was sick. So pretty much this is the Muslim Pro app. It tells you what time you're supposed to pray and stuff during the day. So I'm gonna be using this to really see what it feels like today to go through Ramadan. I think this is the most sick part right here at the top, salam ski. But basically, Fajr prayer is 5:55, so you're supposed to pray at this time, and after this, the real fasting starts. So you cannot drink water or eat anything. Ideally, you want to limit the amount of activity you do during the day, right? But I know that's a little bit impractical because a lot of you either go to school or you work full-time jobs and stuff, right? So you have places you need to be, things you need to do, right? Ideally, that's what you'd want to do, but you know, you're most likely going to feel some form of hunger or thirst anyways for the next 12 hours. So the key is to try and limit it if you can. During the day, you're supposed to say 3 prayers, right? We'll get more into that later. After 12 hours, we're going to break the fast, just called Iftar, and then the way I'm structuring it is basically you're gonna break the fast. Don't eat too much at that meal. You're gonna break it and then you're gonna go work out. And then after that, you're gonna eat again. So I'll see you guys for that.
All right, guys. So while we're fasting, we're not eating or drinking anything right now. It's exactly 4:12 p.m. a little less than 3 hours until we get to break our fast. And let's use this opportunity to basically break down the structure of the day that you're gonna follow for the next 30 days, right? How to balance, what time you're gonna work out, how much to eat at each meal, and etc., so that you can optimize muscle growth. You wanna wake up around 5 a.m. so you can make your biggest meal of the day, which is gonna be suhoor. That's what I did. Typically, the Fajr prayer, which is when you have to start the fast, is around like 5:55 a.m., closer to 6 a.m. The reason you wake up early is so you can have time to prepare all the food. It's better to do it the night before, but if you're tired, if you don't want to do that, you wake up a little bit earlier. I woke up at 5 a.m. I finished eating by around 5:50, and that's when the fast started. Now you want this to be the biggest meal of the day, and make sure you're still drinking a crap ton of water with it as well. And why is that? Because you're not going to consume anything for the next 12-13 hours around there, right? The goal is still to have the same daily water intake and daily calorie intake as if it wasn't Ramadan, but to fit it in that small window period. Now, when it comes time to break the fast, what do? Today we're breaking it around 7 p.m. is going to be Iftar, right? So for Iftar, you want to break it with water and dates. Now, don't go overboard, like my friend stated in the phone call, because most likely if you just have a massive meal, you're going to get really sleepy, you're not going to want to go to the gym, and most of you go to the mosque at night for your final prayers. So that little window you want to use to get your workout in. So you're going to break the fast with a few dates. I'm going to be having 2 dates, and I'm going to be chugging a bunch of water. From there, I'm going to be heading to the gym. We're going to be doing my full body routine, okay? I'm going to be linking that in the description. That or my body weight workout if you don't go to the gym. They are both doable in under 45 minutes, and they are sufficient volume, enough volume to either maintain the muscle you already have, or if you're a beginner, to build muscle during this time period. So you're going to be running that full body routine. It's usually 5 or 6 compound exercises, 3 to 4 sets each. You can do it in 45 minutes. Just because you're limited on time, just because you're fasting all day, doesn't mean you have to completely give up the gym for an entire month. There's ways around things. Eat just enough to rehydrate your body, get some fast acting carb sources in, like the dates, right? Any fruits in general. That way your body's going to absorb the sugar. This is another option you can do. Before you break your fast, you can go work out. Right now, I am extremely thirsty. As I was walking, I almost got a calf cramp, and I can imagine being dehydrated is not the best state to work out in. Okay, it's not optimal. You're gonna feel really weak. You might feel lightheaded during your workout. So if you want to actually benefit from your workouts and have productive workouts, it's better to do with some food in your system. It wouldn't be as bad if you were able to drink water, but since you're not allowed to, that's why I recommend breaking the fast and then working out, as opposed to working out and then breaking your fast. Now for your workouts, you want to stick in the 8 to 15 rep range, right? That's what I always work in, and the reason is because while while you're fasting, so often you put your body at a higher risk for injury. So during the month of Ramadan, don't do any sets under 6 to 8 reps. If you do 5x5s, that might be like the extent, but still, pushing yourself that hard could probably increase your risk of injury. Don't do any maxing out for the entire month, okay? Stick to that 8 to 15 rep range. In my opinion, that's the most beneficial. That's how you're gonna see the most results and make the most gains. Make sure that you get over a gallon of water per day still within that time period from sundown to sunrise. You want to chug a lot of water during that. Even if you have to go pee all the time during the day, it doesn't matter, bro. You want to make sure that you hydrate your body enough in the time that you're not fasting. If your daily calorie intake is, let's say, 2,700 like mine, you need to make it a point to find a way to fit all those calories in. So for example, for me, Suhur was, let's say, 1,500 calories. Let's say I break my fast with another 300. We're at 1,800. Come back after that, there's only 900 calories remaining. You can do 2 450 calorie meals or 1 big 900 calorie meal. You can make it work. Make sure you still hit the daily required amount of calories. After your workout, you're probably going to go to the mosque. There's probably going to be more dates there. You can have those. And then when you come home, you can have your final meal of the day, which is probably for me going to be like chicken and vegetables and some bread, stuff like that, right? Still whole foods. You don't want to go overboard during the month of Ramadan, right? Just to recap before we go on to the next part of the video where I break the fast with some glorious dates. Biggest meal of the day is Suhur. Fast all day. Break the fast with some dates and water. Go to the gym, 45 minutes roughly. Full body workout, intense. It should still be intense. Don't do any maxing out. After that, come back, eat a small meal. You're probably going to be at the mosque right after. If you don't go to the mosque, feel free to eat. But if you do, that's where you're going to be. Don't go overboard on the dates there like my Muslim homie said on the phone. Come home, final meal of the day, and then either go to sleep or get your food ready for the next day. I'll see you guys at Iftar where we can break the fast.
Oh, baby. Alhamdulillah, I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. Look at those dates.
Okay, guys, you know what time it is? Literally 7:02. It is time to break the fast. First and foremost, I've been waiting for this all day. Not to be dramatic, this is probably one of the most difficult challenges I've done because not eating food, that's a joke to me. I've gone 3 days, 72-hour fast, but not drinking water is way harder. So, you know, much respect to the Muslims for doing that. It's a lot harder, but here we go. This is it, bro. This is a cold. Woo! I don't even want to speak anymore. My mouth's so dry. Check this out. Oh, that's crazy. Wow. You know, even if you're not Muslim, try this out. Deprive yourself of water for a whole day. You're going to be so much happier that it exists. After the fact, I'm going to finish this, and also, these are some monster dates right here. You already know we got the dates on deck. I'm going to break the fast with the water bottle, the 3 dates, right? Then so you say the prayer, and then after that, you can choose to eat a little more if you want, but based on the routine my friend gave me, we're going to go to the gym. We're going to train full body. From there is when you want to go the mosque, you catch your final prayer, and after that we're gonna come home and I'll show you guys the last meal of the day to conclude the 2,700 calories. I'll see you guys after I consume these massive dates, baby.
Okay, heading to the gym now. Like I said, quick 45-minute full body workout. Couple points I want to point out though, couple things I need to make, right? So training should stay intense during Ramadan. You should still be training hard, but like I said, not maxing out, staying between 8 to 15 rep range. And here's the deal, if you're skinny naturally, the biggest objective for you during Ramadan is to make sure you're eating enough food. You're gonna have to force yourself to continue eating so you can keep putting on weight. If you're skinny fat and or overweight, the goal for you is to not go crazy when you break your fast and to not overeat. And so you can actually use this month as a mini cut if you want, right? Either way, for both parties, the training should still be intense as well. So anyways, we're gonna go train. Afterwards, I'll show you what the final meal is that I'm gonna have, which is the pre-bedtime meal, and that'll complete the calories for the day.
All right, guys, so for the final meal before we go to bed, it's gonna be 9 ounces of chicken breast, 1 bagel, 1 Greek yogurt bar, 1 bowl of grapes, 1 pita bread, some rice pudding with walnuts that I made at home, and that'll conclude the total day's calories. And that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. I hope you found some value in this Ramadan video. As you could see, the day is comprised of 2 big meals, okay? And the biggest being in the morning so that it can satiate you and you can feel the most full and satisfied throughout the day, you know, feel full for a longer period of time to carry through the fast. This is what me and my Muslim friends believe is the most strategic routine. However, you might be the exception. Maybe you have a different method, a different routine that's better for you, and you should follow that one, right? Take my advice, but also take it with a grain of salt. Trial and error. Find what works best for you. Just because it's Ramadan doesn't mean you have to stop training. It's not supposed to be easy, and you shouldn't want it to be either, because the whole point of Ramadan is about self-restraint, right? And disciplining yourself, raising your vibration through difficult things to get closer to God, right? And it's not just about improving physically, but also mentally and spiritually. So take it as a challenge, and even though it's difficult to time your workouts and your meals, do it anyways. You know, use this as a month to level yourself up in every aspect. So I hope this video did give you guys some value. Good luck to all my Muslims out there that are participating in Ramadan. on. With that being said, this is Ski Mask Duets signing out. Let's create the best and holiest version of ourselves to give to the world, all right? Dino Verdunya, peace.